Hiya Toys' Godzilla 1991 Hokkaido battle version, my god, what a mouthful of a name, may just be one of the best Godzilla figures of all time. Before we get into that egregious take, I gotta give a quick shout out to Calcus Toys. They are without a doubt the best place to get all things Hiya and SH Monster Arts. I know a lot of people are looking for that new Hiya Kong, so I left a link to that in the description below, and if you're looking for this guy that I'm reviewing today, you can click the link as well and use my code at checkout. Hiya always kills it with their box art. They got a little goji on the side, some nice artwork on the back, and Godzilla's, feet on the side. Okay. This has been one of my most anticipated figures to get once I started getting back into collecting Godzilla figures, so I'm really excited to get this guy out here, and my first impression is just how flawless this sculpt is. What catches my eye is the updated head sculpt they started including with this guy after it came out. I'm so glad Hiya listened to the fans and included a more accurate take. Here's the original head sculpt that came with the figure, and it's not bad by any means, but it's just night and day. Like, you could see how much better the new one is, so we could edit that shit out. This sculpt is just flawless. It's a perfect recreation of the 1991 Hokkaido battle suit. I'm sorry, but I just cannot stop gushing about this head sculpt. The paint on it is so flawless, especially when you open the mouth and you see the perfectly painted double row of teeth. It's so sick looking. Here's another comparison to the old sculpt under some better lighting, and you can really see the differences, especially in the eyes and the top of the head. They just really improved it so much. I'm so glad they actually listened to their fans. Moving down to Godzilla's body, I really have zero complaints, besides maybe some of the joint cuts could be hidden a little better. Godzilla's hands are flawlessly done. The paint on the fingernails is genuinely perfect, and moving down to the legs and those chunky thighs, you could just see all the sculpting and dry brushing, and it just looks so good. And now I see why they put his toes on the box. The spines are another thing that's extremely well done. I love the cloudiness, smoke-like effect in the middle of the spines. It's so movie accurate, and there's no slop on the tail, and you know me, I love slop. Alright, that was a bad joke. You do get an alternate pair of hands with this guy, and like I said in my Godzilla Evolved review, I'm so happy that we're finally getting swap-out hands for Godzilla figures. There's the original ones on the right, and I hope that this is a step in the right direction to getting beams with every Godzilla figure. Moving on to the articulation, I am so glad this guy has a perfectly articulated head. It's one of the only things Godzilla actually moves in the movie besides his tail and legs, and you can really hit those roaring poses excellent. He's also got no problem looking to the side, which is perfect for some tail whip poses or just for some menacing back shots. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna show. Finishing up Godzilla's head, you do obviously have a moving jaw, and I know the tongue moves because the previous head sculpt's tongue moved. I could not do it for the life of me. The arms have a fairly standard range of motion. I have no issues or complaints here. I had no problem posing them. The torso articulation is a little limited as expected. You can't really get a good crunch, and obviously his spines block a good arch. I wish they would do the moving dorsal plate again. It would probably really help, but he does have no problem moving side to side and rotating. The movement on the legs is another thing I really enjoyed. Getting Godzilla in wide stances is an absolute necessity, especially with some good ankle pivots, and you can really get it done. Now we can finally talk about the tail, because oh my god, bro. I've owned a lot of Godzilla figures throughout my life, and I can say without a doubt this is the best articulated tail I have ever seen in a Godzilla action figure. It's all sturdy double ball joints, and you can get them in literally any pose you dream of. You can hit all those S-curves and tail whips. Anything you would like to do with this figure, you can do, especially with that tail. As you can see in all these poses, I put everything to use, and man, this figure is so good. I had an absolute blast messing around with this guy and ran into no issues, no ball joints falling off, no paint chips, no damage, literally no flaws. Now, obviously, I was being a little dramatic when I said this is a perfect Godzilla figure, but it's definitely up there. How many figures do you know of that can do this? With each and every release, Hiya gets me more sold on their mission, and I am so happy I got this guy from Calcus Toys. Make sure you check out the link in my description if you want your own. Also, if you're looking for that new Kong, because I know a lot of people are. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you want to see some more reviews. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.